can't do anything yet.
Good evening. I'll call the City Council meeting to order. It's 5:02 p.m. City Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Councilmember Gerson.
Present.
Councilmember Kaji.
Present.
Councilmember Kalani.
Present.
Councilmember Lewis.
Present.
Councilmember Matucci.
Here.
Councilmember Sheikh is absent at this time. Mayor Chen.
Present. The council will now recess to closed session to confer with the city manager and city attorney on agenda matters listed under 13A. Conference with legal counsel, existing litigation. 13B. Real property, conference with real property negotiator. 13C. Conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation. And 13D. Conference with labor negotiator. A closed session on these matters is authorized by California Government Code Section 54956.9D1, 54956.8, 54956.9D2, and 54957.6. Will return after closed session. Thank you. Evening, I would now reconvene our City Council meeting. It's 7:03 p.m. I want to welcome everyone joining us in the council chamber, as well as those watching remotely. We're in closed session, and thank you for your patience in waiting for us. City Manager, do we have any actions to report out?
Good evening, Your Honor. No action to report. Thank you.
Moving on to item 2, flag salute and invocation. We honor those who make it possible for us to be here today. If there's anyone here in the audience who is on active duty or a military veteran, will you please stand or raise your hand so that we may recognize you? Will everyone please rise, and Councilman Kaji will lead us in a flag salute, and Councilwoman Kalani in the invocation.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In a time when the world feels unsettled and uncertain, we pause for a moment of stillness. May we be guided by wisdom over noise, by courage over fear, and by compassion over division. Help us remember that leadership is not about power, but about service. Service to every resident, every family, every voice in our community. Grant us clarity in our decisions, patience in our discussions, and humility to listen before we speak. May we work together in good faith, protect what is good, improve what needs strengthening, and leave the city better than we found it. Let unity be stronger than division and purpose stronger than politics. And with this spirit, let us begin our work tonight. Amen.
Moving on to item 3, announcements of withdrawn, deferred, or supplemental items.
Good evening, Your Honor. Honor Mr. Party and City Manager. There are no withdrawn, deferred, or supplemental items. I just want to note that the closed session meeting of March 7th is canceled due to lack of quorum. Therefore, the next council meeting will be Tuesday, March 24th, actually due to lack of business. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on to item 4, I'll take a motion to waive further reading of resolution to ordinances after number and title.
Motion to waive further readings.
Second.
Shake. Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to item 5, council committee meetings and staff announcements. City Clerk Poirier.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to remind the City of Torrance residents that our general municipal election will be held on Tuesday, June 2nd. Voters of Torrance will be electing a mayor, council members for districts 1, 3, and 5, a city clerk, and a city treasurer. The nomination period closes this Thursday, March 5th, and unless an eligible incumbent fails to file. If an eligible incumbent fails to file for their office, the nomination period for that office only will be extended to March 11th for new candidates only. If you are interested in running for office, please contact the city clerk's office at 310-618-2870 or cityclerk@torranceca.gov to make an appointment to be issued nomination papers. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Moving on to community matters. Item 6A, it is my pleasure to introduce a presentation that reflects the dedication, collaboration, and commitment of our entire city team. Communications Division Senior Business Manager Lauren Allen is here to present this year's City of Torrance 2025 Year in Review, which highlights the meaningful progress and impactful work accomplished across all city departments over the past year, from strengthening public safety and infrastructure to enhancing community services supporting local businesses, and advancing key strategic initiatives. Lauren?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, Lauren Allen, City Manager's Office, Communications Division. Tonight, we are pleased to present the 5th edition of the City of Torrance Year in Review. This provides a narrative of some of the accomplishments we made in our departments with the help of resident feedback and City Council support. We invite the community to explore the videos and interactive features that bring all this work to life on torranceyearreview.com. We appreciate the City Council's continued guidance and support. For a city like Torrance, where expectations around service delivery and fiscal responsibility are strong, the Year in Review serves more than a recap. It's a strategic communications tool that reinforces credibility, performance, and community trust. We highlight the biannual operating budget and capital improvement plan, which prioritize core service delivery while making strategic investments in infrastructure. Our budget reflects our commitment to transparency and accountability and guides our city operations. If you haven't already, download the My Torrance CA app. It's available on the App Store and Google Play. The upgrades included an enhanced user interface, optimized service request reporting, and updated mapping, all aimed at strengthening responsiveness and customer service. A core focus of our communications work was reaching our community. We proudly surpassed our 25,000 Instagram followers goal in 2025 and have since grown to 31,000. Across all platforms, we gained 60,000 new followers, and our video content alone generated more than 5.5 million views. This is just one way we are highlighting measurable outcomes. Solutions, services, and stories on how we are supporting people experiencing homelessness. New business profiles, our latest feature on what makes Torrance unique, give a glimpse of the progress in economic development. Strengthening our ties with our international partners and our commitment to innovation and sustainable growth illustrate our work towards global reach. Modernize essential infrastructure demonstrates how we're strengthening our ability to serve the community. Affordable, convenient travel options to major destinations reflect enhancing our connectivity and providing response when it matters most, all reinforcing our progress toward your honorable body's goals. We are shifting from connection to collaboration, enhancing our use of video storytelling, expanding interactive content, and launching a community survey to ensure our future year in review reflects what matters most to our residents, businesses, and visitors. We're eager to hear your opinion. Your input today guides our impact tomorrow. The full interactive year in review is available online at torranceyearreview.com. Thank you, Mayor and City Council, for your continued guidance, your commitment to modernizing our communication efforts, and your trust in our team to explore new and meaningful ways to keep the community informed and engaged. And a special thank you to our small but mighty communications division for elevating the Torrance brand, and to our city manager, Aram Shaparian, for his confidence in our team and championing our efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Team Torrance. I think each year, our year in review gets a little bit better and better, and I think that's our commitment to. I was reminded the term this past weekend called Kaizen. We could always do a little bit better, and thank you, Team Torrance, city staff. You guys, applaud for all of you guys, right? Including that small and mighty team of communications department. Moving on to item 6B. This evening we join communities across California in recognizing Arbor Week, a time to reflect on our shared commitment to environmental stewardship and the long-term sustainability of our city. Torrance takes pride in maintaining a healthy and vibrant urban forest made possible through the dedicated efforts of our city staff and community partners. I'd like to invite my colleagues on the City Council to join me in reading the proclamation. I also invite our staff from Public Works and Community Service Department to please join me at the podium after the reading of the proclamation for the presentation. Councilman Gerson, you want to start us off?
Yes, Mayor. Whereas Arbor Day is celebrated nationally to encourage Americans to maintain and replenish our country's vast forests, orchards, and woodlands, and
Whereas in California, observance of Arbor Week begins on the birthday of Luther Burbank, a famed California horticulturist whose life's labor produced hundreds of plants and trees that have contributed to the natural splendor and food production in our state. And
Whereas the City of Torrance's celebration of Arbor Week is demonstrated daily in its dedication to improving the appearance and quality of life in our community with the planting of trees. And
whereas trees are valuable and attractive assets that contribute to property values in urban areas and play an important role in energy conservation through the provision of shade and humidity that affects the consumption of energy used to heat and cool buildings and homes.
And whereas the significant role trees have in sequestering atmospheric carbon and reducing energy consumption is vitally important toward attaining the state's greenhouse gas emission reduction goals, and directly contributes to improving air quality by removing airborne particles. And
whereas trees protect and purify California's limited water resources through surface water runoff reduction and provide essential habitat for much of California's wildlife, including threatened and endangered species. And whereas trees enhance the aesthetic quality of life in urban communities, providing natural buffers for noise and ecological recreational resources for California's youth.
Now, therefore, I, George Chen, as Mayor of the City of Torrance, California, do hereby proclaim March 7th through 14th, 2026, as California Arbor Week in the City of Torrance and urge all citizens to observe and celebrate the week by planting trees for our own benefit and for the benefit of future generations. Signed this third day of March, 2026. May I ask the team join me at the podium? Okay, I will let you guys, who's going to go first? Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Luis Ochoa with Public Works, the Landscape Manager, City Arborist. Once again, thank you for all your support in supporting trees, our efforts. In 2023, your honorable body approved the planting of 7,000 trees throughout Torrance. To date, we have planted 3,600 trees. That's a big feat for our city to accomplish. Once again, thank you for all your support. To celebrate Arbor Week, we're going to be planting trees once again at La Carretera Park. We had a big turnout last year where we had members of the community join us, the neighborhood associations, and also the Girl Scouts, which have been joining us for the past 7 years. So once again, March 14th, from 10 to 11:30, we're going to celebrate Arbor Week. Once again, thank you for all your support. And I want to introduce my colleague, Vincent Staniljevic, Park Services Supervisor. He has a couple of words.
Honorable Mayor, members of City Council, Vincent Staniljevic, Park Services Manager. I just want to comment on the Arbor Week celebration. We're excited to have the community join us at La Carretera Park. We're excited to beautify the park. We had a major construction at that park during this year with the building of a wall. And in that area, we're going to be planting 15 trees, one of which will be the island oak, which is found only in the Channel Islands. So thank you.
These. All right, how do you guys want to do this? Luis, you want to just hold it in the middle? All right.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Congratulations. Maybe I'll stay down here. I have a feeling I might be coming down again. Moving on to item 6C. The month marks Women's History Month, a time to celebrate the remarkable contributions and achievements of women throughout history and within our own community. Torrance has been fortunate to be shaped by the leadership and dedication of many remarkable women, including those who have paved the way for progress and prosperity in our city. Former mayors Katie Geiser and Dee Hardison had vision, courage, and resilience, very much like my colleagues on the dais, Councilwoman Lewis and Kalani. Both of you combined to make a difference with your passion for your community and your unwavering commitment to service. From city leaders to community organizers, educators, healthcare workers, business leaders, and to the grandmothers, mothers, aunts, sisters, daughters, and all female figures, I applaud you for helping to shape the fabric of our community. Let's continue to raise awareness on issues still impacting women like gender equality, educate the community on ways we can continue to lift one another up and foster a more inclusive and equitable society. I'd like to invite my colleagues to read the Women's History Month proclamation and then invite Pam Ament from the Torrance Women's Club to come to the podium to say a few words and receive this year's proclamation. Councilman Gerson, go ahead and start.
Whereas in the month of March, the city of Torrance will celebrate the accomplishments and the countless ways women of every race, class, and ethnic background have contributed to the strength of this nation through their leadership and dedication in fields including education, medicine, government, business, law, military service, and every other field. And
Whereas Women's History Month grew out of a week-long celebration of women's contributions organized by the Sonoma School District in California in 1978 and became a national celebration in 1981 when Congress authorized and requested the President to proclaim the week of March 7, 1982 as Women's History Week. And
Whereas in 1987, after being petitioned by the National Women's History Project, Congress designated the month of March 1987 as Women's History Month. Presidents ever since have issued annual proclamations celebrating the contributions and achievement women have made over the course of American history. And
Whereas the 2026 Women's History Month theme, as identified by the National Women's History Alliance, highlights the vital role women play in shaping a sustainable future. This theme honors women who are leading sustainability efforts across environmental, economic, educational, and social justice movements, and celebrates the leadership of women whose efforts inspire collaboration, innovation, and lasting progress. And
Whereas, while much has been accomplished in the United States with respect to gender parity, women in their country still face cultural, legal, economic, and social challenges. These women should not be forgotten, nor should their achievements too bring about social changes. And
Whereas the city of Torrance has been fortunate to have many women who have or currently serve in key leadership positions in various industries. This includes former mayors Katie Geiser, Dee Hardison, as well as many of the other women here in the city, such as Rebecca Poirier, Kim Turner, Hadia Kijavi, and Michelle Ramirez, who have or currently serve on this council, as well as other city committees and commissions.
Now, therefore, I, George Chen, as mayor of the city of Torrance, California, do hereby proclaim March 2026 as Women's History Month in the city of Torrance, encourage residents to celebrate and honor women who make a difference in your life and continue to celebrate and support women in leadership roles. Signed this third day of March 2026. All right. Pam?
Honorable Mayor, City Council, we thank you. This honor belongs to all of the Torrance Women's Club members, past and present. Please stand if you are a member of the Torrance Women's Club and remain standing. These are just some of the hands of those that volunteer in our wonderful community. These are the hands working behind the scenes in Torrance. We stand on the shoulders of those members that blazed the trail, came before. The Torrance Women's Club has been serving the city of Torrance since 1921. That's 105 years, and we look pretty good for that age. Thank you to the city for this recognition and proclamation. We're all proud to accept, proud to work with the city, as always, in all things. Know that we're honored to do what we do when we can, and we will always support the city of Torrance when needed and possible. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to pull an audible right now. Since many names were celebrated, identified, I'd like to at least have the two councilwomen come down. I'd like to have Kim, City Clerk Rebecca, Michelle join us here for the photo. Was there anyone out there that was mentioned that in Councilwoman Lewis? Okay. All right. Okay. Commissioner Hamada, you want to join us? All right. Jackie, come on. Like I said, I'm just pulling an audible. You know, since we're gonna celebrate and honor women in leadership in our community, let's bring them all in. Actually, I was gonna bring them all over here. You know, I was gonna see. What I know. Yeah, Jen, come on, join us. Okay.
How fabulous.
Coming up. You'll be coming up next, but you might as well. I'm just pulling an audible. Why not? Just bring them all in. Let's do
Yes,
it. We got
all
a small
women,
group.
all
We got
women.
a small group. Bring them all in. Why not? All right. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not like. There's. I think we got enough people. We could just bring you all in. All right. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. So now I'm an LG here, lonely guy. So you guys have to come down and go wrap around the women. How about come on? Anyone want to come down and wrap around the women? Oh no, they're scared. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, how about stand up so they can see you? Just stand up, otherwise they can't see you. I know the mayor's gone rogue, right?
That's a good thing.
Okay, he's getting close up. All right, we got him?
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What fun. Something for a frame.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. That might be the first time we ever did that, huh? Well, Councilman Lewis, you triggered me with a thought. That's why. So I do listen when you talk. All right. That was great. Now I got to find out where I left off. Moving on to 6D. Tonight, the city would like to recognize an exceptional individual who
Your Honor.
embodies.
We're rescheduling this.
Oh,
I think we're done.
sorry. You could tell I got
6E. We
carried
have one more,
away.
6E.
I got carried away. 6E. Okay. Sorry about that. I got carried away. Moving on to item 6E. Tonight, the city is proud to recognize the generous gift of $25,000 to the Isabel Henderson Library from Ms. Deborah Briones and Prologis Corporation. Contributions like this play a vital role in keeping our library system strong, ensuring it continues to serve our community for many years to come. At this time, I'd like to invite Cynthia Aguado from the Community Service Department to come forward to share a few words about this donation and help us formally recognize our generous donors. Cynthia?
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and Council. Ms. Briones, Deborah Briones, is a proud Torrance native, and the Henderson Library was her home branch growing up. Today, she serves as Chief Legal Officer and General Counsel of Prologis, where she oversees the strategy and execution of all legal services for the company's global operations. Despite her many professional accomplishments, Ms. Briones has never forgotten the library that helped shape her early years, and she wished to give back to the place that gave her so much. With the distribution center located here in Torrance, Prologis supports the communities where its employees live and work through a generous corporate matching gift program. Through this program, Ms. Briones' personal contribution was matched, resulting in this remarkable $25,000 donation to the Isabel Henderson Library. As the second busiest branch in the Torrance Public Library system, Henderson Library serves a vibrant and diverse community. These funds will help supplement the many wonderful programs supported by the Friends of the Torrance Library, expand and enrich the branch's collection, and further enhance the services and resources provided to the surrounding neighborhood. Thanks in part to the generosity of individuals like Ms. Briones and corporate citizens like Prologis, the Torrance Public Library continues to serve as a center for self-directing, lifelong learning, welcoming more than 350,000 visitors annually. Through its collections, programs, and services, the library provides exceptional value to our community, offering access to information, enriching entertainment, educational opportunities, and welcoming spaces where residents can gather and connect. Thank you.
Do we have anyone from Prologis coming up?
Yes.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Briones. Well, Ms. Briones is unable to join us this evening. We are pleased to have a representative from Prologis here with us tonight. I would like to invite Ms. Nicole Torsvet, Vice President of Development with Prologis, to please join us at the podium and say a few words, followed by a group photo with my colleagues.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and council members. We are just truly grateful to be part of this community, and thank you for the recognition. It is unnecessary.
It is our honor. Will you please come down and join us? All right. Thank you, Prologis, for your kind donation. I guess I won't be shy. Hopefully, this is the first of many. Do we just one thing? Yeah. So for the photo, I'm just gonna. Yeah, just the one. Yeah. Let's balance. So Sal, you want to balance the court a little bit? Yeah. Join us here. Okay. Why don't you in the middle? There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll take those. Yeah.
These are all yours.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, that was fun. Moving on to oral communications number 1. This portion of the meeting is reserved for comments on items under the consent calendar or items that are not on the agenda. Under the Ralph M. Brown Act, City Council cannot act on items raised during public comment, but may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed, request clarification, or refer the item to staff. Speakers under orals are limited to either oral communications number 1 or oral communications number 2, and no longer than 2 minutes per speaker. Time starts when you step up to the microphone. If presenting handout material to council, please provide 11 copies to the city clerk before speaking. Handouts will be distributed while you speak. City clerk, anyone signed up?
Your Honor, nobody signed up for oral communications tonight.
Okay, and that's not a problem. It's 7:35. Do any members of the public wish to speak under oral communications? Please step up to the microphone. You have 2 minutes per speaker. Thank you.
I think I did sign up. I don't know if it didn't come through or not, so.
That's okay.
No.
You
Okay.
got the floor.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, Council, and City staff. Good to see you this evening. My name is Marianne Hamada, and I'm here tonight as the president of the North Torrance Neighborhood Association. If you have not already heard, the association will be hosting candidate forums on March 12th for District 1, District 3, and City Clerk, and on March 26th for Treasurer, Mayor, and these forums are open to the public and will be held at North High School Library. They will begin at 7:30 p.m. and at 7 p.m. respectively on those nights. If anyone is interested in being a candidate for these forums, please reach out to me, myself, Marianne, at North Torrance Neighborhood Association at att.net as soon as possible so I can send you an invitation to confirm your interest. We believe it is essential for the Torrance community to learn about the candidates running for office as they will shape our city's future. It is also important to hear directly from the candidates about their vision and their truth. If anybody has any questions, I'm here for them. No? Hope
Thank
to see
you.
you.
Anyone else from the public wish to speak? Okay. I'm sure they will get return to your message, Marianne, from your email. I think I think we all got them so far.
Yes.
All right.
Most of you too.
Got it.
Missing a few, thank you.
All right. Okay, I think that we'll move on then. Moving on to consent calendar. Do any members of the council wish to pull any items listed under the consent calendar? Please click in. So I don't see any. So let's see. City Clerk, do we have number and title, please?
Yes, Your Honor. This is ordinance number 3964, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, acting as the legislative body of the City of Torrance Community Facilities District number 2026-01, Public Services, levying special taxes within City of Torrance Community Facilities District number 2026-01, Public Services.
Motion to approve the consent calendar in its entirety and adopt ordinance number 3964.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried unanimously.
Wow. Almost looked like we hit a grand slam on that one. Let's see. Just want to make sure. 8. Okay, there's no public hearing. Moving on to administrative matter. Item 10A from the Community Development Director. Is there a staff presentation?
Good evening, Your Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, Michelle Ramirez, Community Development Director. The item before your honorable body is a recommendation that the City Council discuss and consider joining the South Bay Regional Housing Trust and execute a joint powers agreement. The Housing Trust would allow for public and private funding for the planning and construction of housing for low-income families. It would assist member cities in the South Bay Cities Council of Governments, or South Bay Cities COG, by providing specialized financial tools to accelerate affordable housing development. Specifically, the Housing Trust would allow participating cities to use voter-allocated Measure A dollars offered through the Los Angeles County Affordable Housing Solutions Agency's Production, Preservation, and Ownership Program in the amount of $7.3 million annually for activities the South Bay Cities COG cannot undertake directly, such as development loans, construction pre-development loans, and preservation of existing affordable housing. Potential matching funds from Los Angeles County Affordable Housing Solutions Agency, or La CASA, could increase this figure to $14 million annually. In addition to the funding being provided by La CASA, the Housing Trust would also be able to seek federal and state funding to assist with the development and preservation of affordable housing for low-income residents. The governance structure of the Housing Trust would include one elected official from each participating city on the trust board, 2 trust directors with housing experience, and an advisory committee. It should be noted that the Housing Trust would not have the authority to regulate local land use, levy fees, or consider projects the city did not request and/or approve. Initial staffing of the Housing Trust is anticipated to be provided by the South Bay Cities COG, with consultants hired as needed. Additionally, while there will be administrative costs to operate the Housing Trust, South Bay Cities COG staff believes that most or all of these costs could be covered by administrative dollars available through La CASA programs. This would allow the Housing Trust to offer low to no membership fees, particularly during the first year or 2 as the organization gets formed. However, membership dues may be required in the future as determined by the Housing Trust Board. Furthermore, should a decision be made to participate in the Housing Trust, the city would have the ability to opt out of it in the future if so desired by the council. The opt-out procedures would be governed by the Housing Trust's bylaws. The Housing Trust requires approval of 4 cities within the South Bay Cities COG to officially form as a Joint Powers Authority, or JPA. Currently, 8 cities, which include El Segundo, Hawthorne, Inglewood, Lawndale, Lomita, Manhattan Beach, Rancho Palos Verdes, and Redondo Beach, have approved the formation of the JPA. All cities who join the JPA by the end of March will be invited to attend a future meeting, which is anticipated to happen sometime between April and June, to begin to establish a formal structure for the Housing Trust, including bylaws, operating policies, and a notice of funding availability process to govern how participating cities apply for funding. To ensure Torrance is involved in this process and has access to funding sources that help leverage and create a dedicated, stable, and flexible source of revenue to address specific evolving housing needs for our community, staff is recommending the city join the JPA by executing the attached Joint Powers Agreement and designating a voting delegate and alternate to serve as a board member on the Housing Trust for a 1-year term. If approved, the appointments to the Housing Trust would be added to the 2027 annual committee selections. Additionally, as part of this approval, staff would request the authority to send support letters when requested by either the South Bay City COGS or the Housing Trust for funding opportunities that would support the Housing Trust and their goal of creating and preserving affordable housing. That concludes staff's presentation, and I'm available to answer any questions along with the Executive Director of the South Bay City COGS, Jackie Bacharach, and the Senior Program Manager, Ronson Chu. Thank you.
Thank you. City Clerk, has anyone signed up to speak on this item?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we have any members of the public who wish to speak on this item? please step up to the microphone. You get 2 minutes per speaker. Okay, I don't see any. Let's bring it up to the council. Do any members of the council have questions, comments to the staff? Please click in. Okay. Looks like there aren't any questions from the public or from the council. I'll take a motion to concur with the recommendation of the Community Development Director.
Motion to concur with the recommendation of the Community Development Director.
I second.
Mayor, I believe
Yes.
we also need to identify our representative delegate.
Right,
A
right. I
delegate
think
and
there was a,
alternate.
there was a recommendation, so probably we should be more specific. Let's look at, it says, approve and authorize the mayor to execute South Bay Regional Housing Trust joint powers. And I guess we should just list all three, right, in the motion. Councilwoman Lewis?
Make a motion to approve and authorize the mayor to execute the South Bay Regional Housing Trust Joint Powers Agreement. Also authorize the mayor to execute any non-substantial modifications to the JPA subject to approval by the city attorney, and appoint a voting delegate and an alternate to serve as a board member on the South Bay Housing Trust for a one-year term.
So I think we did not
Yeah.
choose a person, and my suggestion to our city staff is it would be the person who is representing the COG,
Yes, I believe that's
Councilman-
Councilmember
Councilman
Kaji.
Kaji, if that's okay.
I don't know who
natural-
the alternate is, though.
The alternate's Councilman Matucci and
Okay.
and then myself. So that's the way it is for the COG monthly meetings. So I just thought that might be
Mayor, I have a
the way
question.
to go. Go ahead.
With the meetings not starting until June, I would think we need to appoint another alternate since Councilmember Matucci will unfortunately not
Right.
be here.
And okay. The first thing is, do we have volunteer? Okay. So it sounds like Councilman Kaji would, for item 3, Councilman Lewis, if you would be okay, that would be Councilman Kaji as the voting delegate and Councilman Kalani as the alternate.
Yes.
Mayor, Council, if we could also just also authorize staff to be able to submit support letters for funding also without having to come back to the council.
Amended resolution to include that in the motion as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried unanimously.
Thank you. Let's see, I want to make sure. Item 10B from the Community Service Director, is there a staff presentation?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. Crystal Covarrubias, Senior Business Manager with the Community Services Department. Tonight, we are requesting that City Council provide direction on the proposed official project name of the monument that will be constructed at Columbia Park. As outlined in the staff report, in July 2021, Assemblymember Elmer Atsucci secured a $5 million grant allocation through Senate Bill 170 for the development of a project intended to memorialize and educate the public on the history and impact of the mass incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II, and to recognize the local and regional historical significance of this period. Since the grant award, city staff and the design team at Chiselet have worked closely with the project's advisory committee as required by the grant agreement. This advisory committee currently includes Priscilla Ochida, appointed by the President Pro Tempore of the State Senate, Lisa Akiyama Robinson, Russell Akiyama, and Chair Stacy Toda, which were all appointed by the Torrance City Council in April 2024. It should be noted that there is one member seat currently vacant and staff is awaiting a new appointee by the Speaker of the State Assembly. In parallel with the design process, the city has also engaged in exploratory discussions regarding potential national recognition of the site, including consideration of a future national monument designation. As the project advances toward construction, the advisory committee identified the importance of formally adopting an official name to ensure consistency across public communications, interpretive materials for the project, and fundraising initiatives. The advisory committee reviewed similarly themed monuments across the United States to understand national naming conventions and to ensure that the title would be clear, historically grounded, and consistent with comparable projects. With that said, the advisory committee proposes the name World War II Japanese American Monument for your honorable body's consideration. The proposed name is intended to clearly reflect the historical focus of the project, respectfully acknowledge the Japanese American community impacted by wartime incarceration during World War II, and provide a concise and dignified designation appropriate for both local and national reference. This concludes my presentation, and at this time, I would like to turn it over to the Advisory Committee Chair, Stacy Toda, for additional comments. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. My name is Stacy Toda, and I'm here tonight with Russell Akiyama and Lisa Akiyama Robinson on behalf of the advisory group. It's been an absolute pleasure serving with these members. It's been an honor for me to serve with them. Each of them are all deeply passionate about the Japanese American community, and each of us have direct family ties with those who were wrongly incarcerated during World War II. The recommendation before you tonight is a result of months of thoughtful discussion, late night calls, and weekend Zoom meetings. You'll also find a letter from the advisory committee in the council supplemental packet that further explains our thinking behind our recommendation. I also want to thank the hard work of city staff, Crystal and Ted Stevens. We sincerely appreciate your continued support on this of this very important monument, and the three of us are here to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. City Clerk, anyone sign up?
Yes, Your Honor. Tina Chi.
Yes, please come up to the microphone. Got 2 minutes.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Tina Chi, the designer of the monument, and the title of the monument should make clear the purpose of the project. It's the incarceration of Japanese in America during World War II. The monument consists of a map of the camp locations, the names on the wall, quotes from the incarcerees on the pavement, a plaza and a hill to gather, and trees, all which create the setting to engage the history, the culture, and to have discourse. I see the title as World War II Japanese American Incarceration Monument. Thank you.
Anyone else sign up?
No one else was on the list. Thanks.
That's okay. Does anyone else from the public who wish to speak on this item, please step up to the microphone. Get 2 minutes per speaker. I don't see any, so I'll come to the council. Yeah, see, it's almost a full house here. Councilwoman Lewis.
Thank you. First, I just want to really thank the committee. I know how much hard work, passion, dedication. I know you guys are trying to decide who's coming up, so all three of you can. Because you really do deserve recognition for all of the passion and commitment, meetings, Zoom meetings that went into this project. This is a very important project to the city. I can't wait to see it finish to its fruition. So thank you. My question is, in your deliberations, as we heard from Ms. Chi, our designer, was that name to include the incarceration considered in your committee meetings?
sorry, just wanted to consult with my other two members.
Got it.
So yes, again, we've been talking about this for many months. It has been discussed. Incarceration, internment. How much of a descriptor do we want to include in the monument name? At the end, we also wanted to make sure that it was succinct. We did do the research. We've seen other monument names. And we wanted to make sure that we had a powerful recommendation. And then, two things. I mean, one, we've discussed amongst the four of us. We're not opposed to including incarceration into the name. And the other thing is, if it's possible to include like a subhead or even for the the description, be it like in the website or in the wall itself.
That was my next question, because I understand that there was a Japanese family that farmed that land at Columbia Park, and that land was taken away from that family. So that was my next question, to see if there would be a plaque, because I don't think we've identified their names yet. It was a couple of different families, correct? If we could make some type of reference to that, maybe as well, because that is important history. So thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Shake.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for spending so much time on this important name. I think with coming up with different options and finally deciding with which one to go resonates very well with what you guys really want to accomplish and tell the entire universe what this camp wall will be. And I commend all of your efforts. I commend the coordination, collaboration, and seems like this was a unanimous decision, right? Yes. So thank you for all your hard work. Thanks.
Councilman Gerson.
Thank you very much for all the work you've done on this. It is incredibly important and meaningful work. As I've said before, and I'll keep saying, it is the legacy of Torrance. From the original resolution against the internment of Japanese Americans to the creation of this monument. I do feel, as the artist said, I think that additional descriptor is so incredibly important to set this monument apart from any that has come before it, and its uniqueness and its acknowledgement to what we did here in America. And I just think that that is the most important piece, is that memory. As we, in so many of our mistakes, and we try not to repeat those mistakes again in the future. So I just wanted to express my support of the artist's addition of incarceration. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Matucci.
Thank you, Mayor. We actually agree on something. Look at that. Somebody look outside. It might be snowing. Just kidding. I do believe, because when I look at that, World War II Japanese American monument, to me that can mean Japanese American fighting for America in the war. I think taking it one step closer to describing exactly what this wall represents, I think it would be beneficial. I think the artist mentioned Google search, or somebody had mentioned in one of the letters a Google search. And I think it's important that we describe exactly in the name what it's there for and what it represents. Not that shorter is better in my opinion overall, but it's such an important word that I think it truly describes what the wall is all about. I'd be okay with incarceration or also even internment camp, because that's really what it's about. And so I would support either one of those two. But if the council goes with a simple version, I'm okay with that as well. But I really do think that the true meaning of what that wall represents is internment camp and incarceration. So, thank you.
Councilman Kaji.
I want to start my comments by acknowledging Dr. Kanji Sahara, whose original vision is the reason why we're here tonight and why we're discussing fine-tuning the name of the monument. So, you know, to Kanji, his memory, and to his family, thank you very much for your vision. I want to also acknowledge the many hours that each of you as committee members have put into this, because I know it's been many hours. And maybe like what we do here on this council, you know, to get unanimous consent, that takes some effort. So my hats off are off to you, and thank you for your continuing commitment to this. I too wanted to acknowledge Chief Salet, and also, you know, comments made about the incarceration. So, you know, like many of you, your families were victims of the camp experience. And so I do, you know, and I appreciate Council Member Matucci's comments about that as well. At the same time, going back 40 years when we were trying to name a museum in Little Tokyo, we went around and around and around before deciding on Japanese American National Museum. So I for one would support the recommendation of you as a committee. But yeah, I do believe that the incarceration is the centerpiece of this monument. So I believe that term will be used throughout the monument, so that for visitors, whether virtually on the website or in person, I think that message will become clear. But thank you so much for your efforts.
Councilwoman Kalani.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the attention to detail, for all the hard work that you've done on this. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait till it's done. I can go back to our very first meetings about it, and I'm grateful to all of you. I do think it's important as well to talk about the real reason that it's there. So if you're okay with it, I think it would be appropriate to include incarceration in it. Thank you.
I think I hear a few comments from my colleagues here. It looks like most people is converging to what Tina Chi, the monument designer, I think, suggested. I think it says World War II Japanese American Incarceration Monument. Is that, I'm looking at heads up and down. Is that what we're thinking? Okay. Okay. I mean, it's good if we're all okay with that. I just want to let the committee have a chance. Anyone have any comment on where you see we're going? I just want to make sure that once we decide, we're going to go and, okay. Okay, looks like they got thumbs up. Councilman Kaji, you got a motion.
All right. I'd like to make the motion to follow the recommendation of the Community Services Director and also the input of the City Council to officially name the project the World War II Japanese American Incarceration Monument to be constructed at Columbia Park.
And I will second that.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried unanimously.
Okay, thank you, committee members. This is a great milestone. At least I know naming anything is probably a big deal. Now, I think I have an item 14A here. Okay, so that would just be part of the adjournment, right? I just want to make sure, since it's 14A, I wasn't sure. Okay. That means we're down to oral communications number 2. It's 8:03. I just want to give a warning. Councilman Sheikh wants to stay later today, but that will be a different topic. Oral communications number 2. This portion of the meeting is reserved for comments on items not on the agenda. Under the Ralph and Brown Act, the City Council cannot act on items raised during public comment, but may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed, request clarification, or refer the item to staff. Speaker orals are limited to either oral communications number 1 or oral communication number 2 and no longer than 2 minutes per speaker. Time starts when you step up to the microphone. If presenting handout material, please provide 11 copies to City Clerk before speaking. Handouts will be distributed while you speak. Do we have any members of the public who did not speak in oral communications number 1 who wish to speak now? Please step up to the microphone. You get 2 minutes. I don't see any, so we will do council orals. Today starts off with Councilwoman Kalani.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to say, with all the unrest happening, I'm keeping your families in my thoughts and prayers. Good night.
Councilwoman Lewis.
I want to wish my oldest daughter, Courtney, a very happy birthday, and to also let her know that getting older is not as depressing as she is moping around for it to be. So happy birthday, Courtney.
Councilman Matucci.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Sheikh.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say that last Friday, we went to attend the Emperor's birthday reception at the Consul General of Japan. It was a very well-receptive event. A lot of cities, they brought their proclamation, and it was good to see a lot of people come together and celebrated that here in LA. Thanks.
Councilman Gerson.
I'm going to say happy birthday to my mother and happy birthday to the other Dr. Gerson. I love you very much. And also make a little announcement. The Torrance Education Foundation is mixing things up this year. Instead of a formal dinner, there's going to be a hoedown luncheon. So people can wear jeans. They're calling it Roundup for Education Barbecue. It's on May 2nd, 2026 at 11:30 a.m. at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. For more information, go to www.tef4kids.org, www.tef4kids.org. Thank you.
Councilman Kaji.
Once again, I want to bring attention to the English teaching position in Kashiwa, Japan. That money's waiting for somebody to take. Torrance Sister City Association will continue to take applications up to the deadline, which is March 20th, 2025. And then the other point I'd like to make, I was at the Doubletree Hotel today to watch the work of muralist Robert Vargas. And while I was there, I got a big surprise. There was a fellow standing there, and I went up to him and I said, "You know what? You look like an actor named Edward James Olmos." And he turned and he said, "That's me." So he's close friends with Robert Vargas, and I believe he will be there. I don't know if he'll be there every day, but he's there, and his fan base showed up to say hi to him today. So if some of you happen to have some time and you're fans of the actor Edward James Olmos, stop by and say hi and take a picture. And I'm sorry that I didn't have my camera. We had lunch over at North Italia. Craig Bilzerian was there. I introduced him, but I forgot to take his picture. So Craig, forgive me, but he'll be here. We'll try again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Kaji. We probably went to the hotel at different times, and I did see both Robert. He actually roped himself down and said hello, and then, yes, Edward James almost did come up, and we did snap a picture together with the first player's head. I could almost see it coming out. So, and Robert actually encouraged us. He said, for those people, he said that painting here is a little bit different than Little Tokyo. He sees that at Little Tokyo, people come and go really quickly, and he said people here tend to come and kind of stay around and just enjoy that experience. And so he said, share with others, encourage students and businesses and people like us. Just go by, and I think it pumps them up. So you never know which celebrity you might bump into, and they're actually very friendly. As long as it'll be good if you could recognize them and don't embarrass yourself like I did, because yeah, I know. I won't reveal my ignorance. Come talk to me later.
I hear tailgate party in the parking lot is what I hear.
And reminder for all of us that when you go to bed this Saturday, I believe it's daylight savings time. So make sure that you're on time wherever you're going Sunday. All right, as we conclude this evening's meeting, I want to thank everyone for your active participation and interest, and stay informed. I'll take a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Oof. All right, I guess that's me. Due to the anticipated lack of quorum, the March 17th, 2026 City Council meeting, closed session meeting, will be canceled. Therefore, the City Council is being requested to adjourn, so I guess that's my motion. I will make a motion to adjourn tonight's City Council meeting to Tuesday, March 24th, 2026 at 5 p.m. for closed session, with regular business commencing at 6:30 p.m. in the Leroy J. Jackson Council Chamber.
I second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries with Councilmember Shake voting no.
Thank you. I told him he wanted to stay longer. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.